Good afternoon, traders. It is Wednesday, December 29th, 2021, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Well, I gotta say, today was a horrible day at the end of a horrible month, at the end of a horrible year. I've been doing some statistics, and they're not very uplifting. To give you some idea what I'm talking about, way back at the beginning of the year of 2021, about 6 weeks into the year, middle of February, we were up over $700,000 in profits. That's on a cash account of 800,000 something. So at that point, only 6 months into 2021, we were up getting close to 100% after only 6 weeks into the year. And I thought at that point, man, we're going to have an insanely profitable year. And it has not proven that to be true. I don't know if it was a coincidence that Joe Biden was sworn in as president on January 20th, but it's just been a huge slide since the beginning of the year. So we went from nearly 100% profits, over $700,000 in profits 6 weeks into the year, to where we are on the close today. We're down to 370,000 profits, about a 44% gain, which in itself wouldn't be so bad, except we're looking at a year where 3/4 of the months were negative. I mean, it's just terrible. The statistics for the year are horrible, and basically we've had 10 months of pure torture. And this isn't the way it's supposed to go. And all the trading patterns that I'm used to trading are completely turned upside down. And nothing is really working. And the only thing that's saving us in 2021 was those first 6 weeks. And since then, it's been terrible. Anyway, today we came in with 8 positions, and we closed those out with a negative over $28,000 in losses, and that was down. I think we were like negative 15,000 open trade yesterday. So we nearly doubled our losses holding overnight. Again, everything just got worse and worse and worse. We got into 2 positions, none of them positive, 2 of them negative. Or negative $1,300 on those 2 positions going into tomorrow. So yeah, it's just awful. You're looking at the Dow here, and during this whole period, the Dow is climbing and climbing. All the indexes are climbing and climbing. The S&P has more than doubled itself from where it was at the pandemic low. All these indices are going up and up and up. My theory is, and I don't have all the facts. This is just a theory, but my theory is that the hedge fund managers are somehow making money selling, almost exclusively short selling, in this rapidly rising stock market. And I don't quite understand all the dynamics there, but that's what seems to happen. As soon as anything goes up, they sell it, they short it, and that's how they make their money. And I just I don't understand exactly how that's all working, but that is what appears to be happening. Anyway, you're looking at the Dow here. The Dow had its sixth straight up day in a row. It was up 90 points today. It is just a hair below its all-time record high. Hanging on the ceiling is what I call it, and that has always been a problem area for us when it does that. It needs to either crash or it needs to punch through that all-time high with some conviction. And obviously a day it only makes 90 points after having made several hundred points a day in the previous 5 days. That's not enough to create any momentum for our stocks at all. Okay, now the second thing I want to show you that's kind of weird. If you are trading, these statistics are my system, but they're traded on ProSuite. And ProSuite trades just a little, it trades a little bit more aggressively than does TradeStation. And usually the two go hand in hand in terms of performance, but today that performance was really divergent. And we came in with 8 positions in ProSuite, and TradeStation came in with only 1, and it actually made money on that one. It was a small amount of money, but it still made some money with it. And then we just got devastated with these other 7 positions, which total losses over $28,000. I haven't seen that kind of divergence between the two platforms before, but I know some of my viewers here are trading TradeStation, so I'm explaining this kind of for their benefit. I'm going to show you one example here. Okay, this is ACY, which is Aero Century Corporation, and we bought this in ProSuite on the high bar yesterday, high bar of the day, and then we were stopped out this morning 15 minutes into the day with an $8,400 loss. Big loss. That actually was the biggest loss out of these 7 positions we were holding with ProSuite that were not being held with TradeStation. And the problem, each and every one of those 7 positions ended up buying this high bar, and TradeStation didn't get into the high bar because ProSuite trades a little more aggressively. And normally that increased aggressiveness results in higher profits with ProSuite than it does in TradeStation. But not today. Because it was aggressive, it got into these 7 horrible positions that TradeStation's missed. And I'm just explaining that for you. If you're trading TradeStation wondering what the hell is going on here, that's what's going on. So, as I say, bad day at the end of a bad month, at the end of a bad year, and weird things happening. And that's about all I got to say this Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday.